everyone, this is Stacey Abbott with Corner House Realty, and welcome to another episode of Betcha Didn't Know. Today I'm here with Dave Pyser, the owner of Visiting Angels, located at 316 Main Street in Reisterstown. Dave's going to tell us a little bit about this special business and what they do for our community.
Well, thank you very much,
You're
Stacey.
welcome.
Why don't you come inside and we'll talk about what we do.
All right, looking forward to it. So Dave, tell me a little bit about Visiting Angels.
So what we do is provide essential personal care for seniors, which is made up of companion care and personal care. And every case that we do is customized to that person's needs. We go in and we do an evaluation. We create a care plan.
Okay.
And we have an RN who supervises all the cases. And really what we're in is crisis management. When families call us, they need our help.
Right.
And so we try to figure out how fast and how efficient we can get caregivers into the home.
So it's kind of like you want to get the caregivers in the home before the next step of leaving their home. Your goal is to keep them in their home. Is that correct?
Right. Well, historically, 85% of seniors want to stay in their home.
Right.
And so it's called aging in place. They want to be with their stuff.
Absolutely.
And so what we try to do is make it as comfortable with them, helping them with their daily activities so that they feel comfortable in the home. But just as important is we take the burden off the families who aren't worrying about who's taking care of mom and dad. Is mom and dad safe today?
Right.
And so by having a caregiver in the home, we can do all the basic things that they need on a regular basis.
That's amazing. So what got you into this elder care industry?
Well, I was vice president of marketing for a company, and I was doing research on what's going to happen to the baby boomers when they turn 60, and that's like 25 years ago.
Okay.
And I kept on reading about elder care. I had no idea what it was.
Right.
And so I started researching elder care, and I kept on reading about how it's going to be the biggest business over the next 25 plus years.
Right.
And so I said, why shouldn't I do that?
Right.
And so that's really how I got into it, just by figuring out what's going to happen when baby boomers, their lives are changing because the senior population is living longer. Yeah. So there's a big burden on people taking care of their parents.
Right. I can see that. So it sounds like you have a big anniversary coming up.
Well, we just celebrated our 20th year in business, which is pretty amazing.
That's amazing.
I never thought when I started, 20 years ago that I'd still be doing this, but I enjoy it.
Right.
I enjoy taking care of the families. I enjoy working with the caregivers. They're unbelievable people.
Nice. And
so it just makes it easy on us, to do a business, to take care of people.
So do you have employees that work for you, and how many do you have?
Well, they're all our employees, which is important. They're not independent contractors.
Okay.
Also, I only hire certified nursing assistants.
Great.
So they all come trained, and so we're always looking to hire people because that's how we grow the business. And so we have a very detailed process that they have to go through. So we understand that we're sending a stranger into somebody's home.
Right.
And so we do, background checks, and we have various interviews. We do criminal background checks, making sure that no one has any criminal history. And when I'm interviewing every person, the last thing I say to myself is, do I want this person taking care of my family member?
Exactly.
If I say yes, then we proceed. If I say no, have a nice day.
Really? I mean, you're right. It's so scary to invite someone you don't know into your home to take care of someone who's the most important person in your life. So it is really it's a very important job. But what brought you to Reisterstown, and why Reisterstown?
Well, I was working for Marriott many years ago, and I got transferred to the Baltimore area. And I've just been here. I was the director of marketing of the Marriott in Hunt Valley, which is now going to be destroyed and turned into condos or something.
Okay,
and
probably.
So I worked for Marriott all over the country, and so my last stop was in Baltimore, and I enjoyed the area. I went to college in Washington, and so I like this area.
Yeah, Main Street is wonderful, as we know. So we like to end every episode of Betcha Didn't Know with the Betcha Didn't Know. Right. So tell us something we don't know.
Well, I'm very big on making sure that we're satisfying the clients and also the employees, the caregivers. And so there's a company called Home Care Pulse, and they do surveys of our staff and our customers every month.
Right.
And so for the last 14 years, I've won an award called the Best of Home Care.
Really?
So I have a very high rating of satisfaction with both my staff and my customers. And to me, that just tells us that we're hiring the right people,
Right.
they're taking care of the people that need our help, and that makes us successful.
Wow. Well, I bet you didn't know that right here on Main Street in Reisterstown, 316 Main Street, it's a blue building, park in the back, and you'll find Suite 1B. You'll find Dave here at Visiting Angels, and it's a wonderful, wonderful business here in Reisterstown that really can help us out with our parents and our aging seniors. So have a wonderful day, and thanks, Dave.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it. Bye.